say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. It's Lincoln. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tigers offense will have the football first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blow.
There he goes! Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Scanning the field, it's Cornelius. He's got him. Pulled down for the tackle.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job, the wide receiver.
Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, LSU. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Here's the return from inside his 10. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game. I thought the defense did a really good job at confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. He makes the catch. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Wants to throw. It's Cornelius. Here's a heat. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Shoots it to the left. It's caught downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They just keep firing. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 2nd and goal. Swings it out to the flat. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. To the air on 2nd down. Got the back over the middle. Quick step and go. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what...
Touchdown, LSU! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Going to the running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it inside the 25. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Finding an escape route. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Back to pass, it's Cornelius. Pocket breaking down. Wide open downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. You be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Under fire. Quickly complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the move. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. From the gun. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Here's the pressure. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Fullback's got it. Turning it on. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Rushes on him. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Dropping back, it's Cornelius. Looking left. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's sacked. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got his man on the right. Oh, what a cut! That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And he does a really nice nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Cornelius. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Gets it out quickly.
Look, as an offense, we're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Cornelius. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Right down the middle. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Plucks it out of the air. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Texas A&M going up tempo. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he's got some space. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
34, Texas A&M, 7.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hand. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 4 over Rice. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. All kinds of room to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggie.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
He's going for it all. Makes the grab deep. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. The Aggies getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Got his man out of the backfield. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zips it out to his man. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They'll run it to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. Setting up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds the big tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Let's go! Let's go!
Working that left side now. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Cornelius. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds a man in the middle. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Cornelius. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Touchdown, LSU! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
48, Texas A&M.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury tent.
Got it set up on the outside. At the 40, there he goes. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Got it behind the line. It's Wilcox. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try the run. Spins away from the defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got him downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. It's complete to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Wilcox. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Here's a heat. They're working that left side. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They're going to run it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Pocket breaking down. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give as they work on that clock. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get there.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. Under fire. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got an open man. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Cornelius. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Here's the pressure. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Wide open downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Offense set on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Gonna let it fly. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Off play action on first down. Complete to the left. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. You string together a few games like this, and all of a sudden you're pursuing Jamar Chase for that single-season receiving record.
And pursuing some postseason.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. The sure hands, it's sacked. Still running at the 40. And the seal on the left. Running inside the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Back to pass on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. And the fumble goes out of bounds, and they'll lose a few on that play. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. Throws to the wideout. Running through contact. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He wants a big play here late. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. To the air, it's Cornelius. Shoots it to the left. Got a man, it's sacked. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's sacked. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to get the first through the air. Takes the easy completion. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. To the air on first down. Rush is on him. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. There's a